I'm Nancy.
Yep.
Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay. Show. Oh, that's cool. Scrapbook. Secrets can kill. Creature cap cave. It's mostly party boys and that. Okay. So we're on mystery number 16. Okay, what's
As
new?
always, your mission is to solve the mystery by stepping into my shoes and deciding my every move. But in this game, The White Wolf of Icicle Creek, the screen is going to look a little different than it did before. On the lower left side of the screen, you'll see icons for the things that I, Nancy Drew, need, like my inventory, journal, and task list. While on the lower right side of the screen, you'll see icons for the things you as the player need, like options, load, save, and exit icons. The icon in the mat above the screen lets you know when I'm wearing something I found in the course of the game. Take a look at the chapter titled Icons for more details. To get from one place to another, I always use my magnifying glass to scan my surroundings for clues. When it turns red, I know I'm onto something. When your magnifying glass turns into a question mark, you can talk to someone. When it becomes a hand, you can use it to open and close things, pick up objects, and move things around. To see how this works, move your mouse over this scene until the magnifying glass turns red, then click to zoom in. See how when you click on an object with a hand cursor, that object gets added to your inventory. To see what's in your inventory, just click on the inventory icon at the bottom of the screen, the icon that looks like a satchel. To use an item that's in your inventory, just click on it. In fact, try clicking on the key. See how the cursor turned into the item you clicked on? Use the key to click on the lock on my suitcase, and you'll see how good I've gotten at packing. To return an object to your inventory, just click on the inventory icon. Then click on the open inventory box and the object will go back into storage. You can close your inventory by clicking on the square in the upper right-hand corner, by clicking on the inventory icon, or by clicking on another icon.
Moving around, finding clues, inventory, talking to people, alarm clock, miscellaneous.
Before you can start playing, you need to decide whether to play as a junior or senior detective. If you choose junior detective, you'll get more hints than you will if you're a senior detective, and the puzzles will be a little easier. When you're ready to start playing, just click on the plane tickets and hang on to your hat.
Okay. Okay, current assignment heads to the lodge, a small guest lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies with Alberta, Canada, and try to figure out why of Alberta, Canada, and try to figure out how many accidents have been happening there. The woman who runs the lodge, Sandel Mokwi, called me out to the blue, saying that the Bet and Ed Raleigh from Shadows Ranch have recommended me. Okay, so my favorite game is getting recommended in this. He's she sounded so desperate that I couldn't refuse. She said she was on her way to Edmonton to meet her lawyers, so her handyman Ollie Randall will pick me up at the airport. She told me it's been really cold and snowy there, and I should pack accordingly. And then said something about a wolf. The connection was getting really bad, and I barely hear her. I'm pretty sure I heard prowling or howling along the dangerous be careful accents or one thing but wildlife. I hope to know what I'm getting into. Okay. Alright. So I'm just gonna go with this one.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot. Especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
We're here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough. You hear that? Well, now, what was that?
Well, that's a forest fire.
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Oh, that does it. Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new cook.
Okay, whoa.
Your cook?
That way, Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay anyone.
Why, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now, we're not taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Volstaya. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci? I gotta go. My lawyer's here.
Oh
Good luck
gosh,
tonight.
that's the one from the train, isn't it?
Coming!
Tino Balducci.
I'll get you a master key and leave it in your room. If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
Okay. We're looking already a little bit better. Okay, so this is what she wears. So I'm going to need to get something warmer if I want to go outside.
This must be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me. And this must be a list of which guest is in what room. That'll come in handy.
Okay, so there's the list. Key. Okay. Don't know why I need that. And then what's this? I'm guessing my own key. Maid duties, daily cleaning, pick up laundry bag at the front desk, available after 5:45. Enter, clean only those rooms displaying the housekeeping sign. Make the bed, remove all used towels, washcloths. All the rooms displaying the housekeeping sign must be cleaned no later than noon. When finished, drop a laundry bag down the chute at the top of the stairs by the restroom.
Skating pond maintenance. Oh, looks like I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything while I'm here.
Yeah. Pond must be shoveled after every snowfall. Some sections of ice will be very thin due to hot spring activity. Pay close attention to the color of the ice and only shovel those areas which are safe to skate on. The shade of the ice will reveal how much adjacent of ice grinds have dangerously thin ice. Be sure to mark those areas with an orange safety cone to never step on one. So this is like a minesweeper. I mean, it's an example of shoveled snow. The color means there are 3 patches of thin ice. The color means there are no patches of thin ice nearby. The color means there is 1 patch. The bottom area here has thin ice. The bottom area never has thin ice. Place cones on thin and cracked ice. So what? Basically, this is the area they're on. Okay.
Report all avalanches. The avalanche patrol.
Do not loud noises when the back country. Always wear snowshoes when walking on snow. What is the potential unstable? Report all avalanches to avalanche control. Criminal activity. Report any and all criminal activity observed in the vicinity to sheriff. We know where that is. Shauna should remember that the heat and moisture sometimes causes the door in the sauna to stick and should periodically check to make sure no guests are stuck inside. Breakfast is served at 7 to... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to be done by a certain time. Lunch is served... Oh, no. Dinner is served from 7 to 7. Please consult manual in the kitchen. Oh, no. So, okay. So, desk at 6. Enter and clean only those rooms displayed. Housekeeping sign. Signs only. Bed. Towels and washcloths. by 12. When finished, drop the laundry bag. Bag down, shoot, top of stairs. Okay, so and then pond maintenance. We'll figure this out because I gotta check around the room. Okay, so that is my own key. Cool. Emergency exit. Okay, so I gotta get these. The restroom. Oh, and then I gotta do.
Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa.
Okay, so we got. Okay, we're not gonna pick that up. Remember, I told you that. Oh, wait. Anything? Well, it's true. Okay.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
So I'm not gonna like this because it's gonna be a normal thing. Okay.
Check. Been there, done that. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Oops, haven't done that. Oops, haven't done that. Oops, that's finished. Check.
Okay. Okay, that's the basement. And then that's the chute. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll start here. We'll start here next time. We got all the introductions. We kind of got an idea of what we're doing. I do, however, need to study up on this stuff. Breakfast 7 to 8:15, so I don't gotta worry about that today. And then lunch is noon to 1. Dinner is 6 to 7. Okay. Okay. This is what we'll have to start on, actually. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.